Alright, y'all. I'm here to talk about the allegations of Deshae possibly being rapist and the woman who accused him of that, who was allegedly dating Wuda. Okay, first of all, um, I'm sorry. They said that um Wuda and Deshae were ops, like they didn't get along. So if Wuda was your man, because I think people feel like Wuda is kind of for everybody, or he just having fun. He is at that age where he can have fun. People are like saying, "Why would you talk to your go visit your op?" And that's truthful. Sorry, if Wuda's your man, why would you go visit your man's op? So obviously, it was given we not that serious, and I feel a way about it. And maybe she went to go explore her options because the Shay have Riz. He gonna try to get you in the bedroom, or he gonna try to tell you anything to get you in the bedroom. Like most guys, I feel like he's doing what a guy does, and it's nothing wrong with him being a guy. But I also don't feel like, okay, this is necessarily right. But it's like, and I would say some of the clips are been pre-made and reused. So some of the clips are just on what is it called? Rotation. So don't take it in no kind of way. So anyway, what I was going to say was um I don't feel like the whole situation is good as a whole, meaning that like overall the situation is good, because it's no way that taking advantage of a person is good in any way, any form, any fashion. But it also sounds like the woman wasn't being very responsible, or maybe she didn't have an older brother or older sister or a mom or dad around to let her know, which does happen. You can't be hanging around with some men. Because luckily, I was told about men, and for years I was on guard with some men. But the statistics are that a lot of men will try you, especially in the younger years, 20s. There is a such thing as date rape. There is a such thing as men being horny and assaulting innocent people. Not saying that's what Deshae did. I'm just talking about the allegations that he had. And I feel like as a woman, you know, a lot of women have been tried. I think it's like over 30% that women have been tried sexually, including myself. And I've been tried more than one time. Um, Me personally, can't really say I was expecting. I can't really say that I was that present when it happened, because a lot of times in my early years with that going on, I wasn't present. I was just going through the motions trying to get a lick, and I didn't really feel a lot of stuff because I was like numb. But I have another reason for that. But at the same time, it's like I was tried, and in some situations it could have been looked as a rape. Um, but at the end of the day, it's like a lot of women will be tried, you know, like when a man is trying to have come on you sexually and you just met them, or a man trying to come on you sexually and they get really aggressive fast and stuff like that. Um, yeah. It happens. And it was definitely a learning experience. And sadly enough, it happens to a lot of women. A lot of women don't really talk about it. A lot of women, it goes undocumented. And a lot of times they say it's with people you know. Now, once again, I'm going back to a situation that um, I'm not saying that that's what Deshae did, you know. But I will say a lot of people know how Deshae is. Like, a lot of people know that Deshae is like a thought. Like, that's his MO in the streets, that he's a thought. And I feel like in my earlier years, I was kind of that way when I was single. Like, trying, like, once you pop that cherry, like, you be kind of on demon time sometimes. And you do things that you may not normally do. Like, I used to meet up with dudes like late at night. I used to, like weird stuff just because I was trying to like talk to this dude, and knowing like I just met this person and like I saw a different side of them. It was like they went demon mode, like demon time. Like, and that's, I've been demon mode before when I've been horny before, you know. Thankfully they have things that can saturate your urges. But if you have another female or a man around, it's like, why not? I feel like it was responsible on her heart, first of all, knowing how Deshae is, to think that being drunk around him is okay. Not saying that if it was rape, that a raper, that's okay. But I can't say that it was that, because of the fact that we don't know what a person says and how a person acts when they're liquored up. It's sad but true. Some people liquored up turn into sex demons, or like they get real horny, they start touchy feely, flirting. And who's to say that that didn't happen? And who's to say that Deshae didn't try to brush off her advances at first? And who's to say that she didn't get touchy feeling? Like, only her and Deshae would know what happened. But let's say Deshae was drunk too. Can he be held accountable for his actions as well? Because if two drunk people are drunk, like, who intoxicated, like, who is literally held accountable? Because when you are sloppy drunk, you are like out of there. That's why some people have accidents. That's why some people can't really talk right. That's why some people can't even walk right. That's why some people get locked up when they're inebriated. And I've been tried before, and the people weren't drunk. It was just, they were just horny. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, they thought I was attractive, and they wanted to try to come at me. So you don't have to be drunk for a man to try you. So I feel like as a woman, this should be a learning experience, that you don't go around a man like intoxicated, especially a man you don't know, especially a man that has a reputation of running through women. Because at the end of the day, she chose to go. She know how Deshae's the reputation is. She know that guy Wuda did not get along with Deshae, and the guy was like, "You need to leave." And you know why he probably said that? Because he probably know how she get when she get drunk. Bottom line. Because I do know people who drunk, they go to sleep. Some people, like I said, get touchy feely. Everybody has a different drunk. I never can say that I've been drunk, but like, let's see. But like, everybody has their own version is what I'm trying to say. This girl ran into the bedroom. Now, I don't know if she was running to like throw up or whatever. To me, it looked like she was running to the bedroom, and Deshae was like, "You need to lay down." Like, first of all, if you don't know a man, why get liquored up just because he's telling you to take drinks? Like, what did you think y'all was gonna do in the bedroom? What did y'all think y'all was gonna do late at night? What did you think you gonna do? Like, were you staying at his place? Did you have a hotel to go to? Were you wanting him to take you to the hotel? Were you trying to stay with him? Like, I don't know, because it's also given like premeditated. Like you had to know what environment you were in. Like Deshae wasn't like your bestie. Deshae was a man, a young man at that, who has had many women that he didn't care about, run through many women. It's also given like that she expects a lot from Deshae. Did she expect him to just look at her drunk? And if she made a pass at him while drunk, not to take advantage of it? Because to be honest, you as a woman have to be responsible for your body. No man is, that's not a man's job. That's not nobody else's job. That's not but yours, not even a woman's job. Like, you decided to put yourself in a situation like, if you're gonna get drunk, you could have waited till you was at your place by yourself. You know? Not saying it's right if that happened, but like I said, we don't know what transpired after that. And then on top of that, um, to her to publicly shame him, humiliate him in front of everybody, knowing he's a famous person, like, it also seemed like cloud chasing. It also seemed like she was trying to blackmail, which is very sad and unfortunate. But also, it's like, what woman gets sloppy drunk around a man that you don't really know, and you're in his bed? Like, that seems very like you're horny to me. And like, Deshae kind of got bank, if that makes sense. And then Wuda is halfway feeling you because he let you go or because you decided to go. It doesn't seem very ladylike to me, and it doesn't seem like it's responsible, because every man after Deshae is gonna be real cautious about being around you because you don't know how to control your liquor, yourself, and you get sloppy drunk. Like, that's so unattractive. That's so disgusting. And you have to be responsible of you at every moment. Even responsible for what you do when you're drunk. It's people that get drunk, they ready to fight. And some people get drunk, they say random stuff. Like, it is what it is. So if you know how you are when you're drunk, because I'm sure she has been drunk before, and you know the situation you're around, like, you have to be held responsible for your own self and what comes after that. Nobody is held responsible for putting yourself in a messed up situation, including my situations. It's like, even though some of the situations I didn't put myself in, they just literally, tried me. But at the same time, it's like, I would just take it as a learning experience. Like, you got to be sober around these men, especially if you don't know them. And if you are going to drink, make sure that you can make it home, or have somebody designated around you who is going to have your back and be like, no, we need to go home, so forth and so on. Because it's just a bad situation. And the fact that she said that, not saying that nothing happened, but it doesn't like take away from the fact that she could have enticed him, and that the world will never know, and she wasn't really being responsible for that. And then on top of that, who's to say she didn't want it to, like, flirt with him, because at the end of the day, Deshae ain't no ugly dude, And then on top of that, it's like, some women want a bag, and then people saying some of her story did not add up. And also, maybe he, how Deshae is, he ain't gonna call you back. Deshae probably gonna call you back, and then on top of that, like, Capricorns be like cutthroat, like, they just be done with you for real, But yes, a lot of women have been tried, and a lot of women don't even talk about being tried. And they don't have to be drunk. So, woman to woman, you have to be careful about situations. It's probably a lot of females that have stories, and they go on with their life, And then sometimes that's why some women are jaded towards men because of their stories, you know. That's why I don't even like certain men around me, around my house, knowing where I live, where I stay, cause and just people in general, because you just never really know the intentions of a person until like you are in certain situations, and it's just unfortunate that happened. But I also feel like you shouldn't have put a man on blast just since he didn't call you back, and you put yourself in a vulnerable situation and then want to blame somebody else. Because I feel like you knew what it was. I feel like she knew what it was, so she also knew what it wasn't, you know? And a lot of time women do get mad when a man just like sleeps with them and move on. Because it's like, what? And it's disrespectful. But at the same time, if you add alcohol to that, that's going to probably really piss you off. Especially if you get off that hangover. It's like, man, he ain't even calling me. He ain't even returning my text. He don't give a fudge about me. And I came all this way to see him. It's disappointing. It is. And I'm not going to say that it ain't. But I'm not going to also say like Deshae is a certain type of person when you have two consenting adults capable of making their own decisions. Even when you're drunk, you're capable of everything that you say. If you say like certain stuff when you're drunk, you will have to be counted for that. If you come up to me and fight me because you're drunk, you come up to me and slap me because you're drunk, like I might knock you out. And true enough, you are drunk. But at the same time, a lot of people get liquid courage when they're drunk. They'll start saying, doing, and acting in ways that they didn't want to act sober. And it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Yeah, so I hope that she can get the help that she needs, that she can get the understanding that she needs to never put herself in such a situation and be compromised. And I hope that Deshae can also bounce back from these allegations because they're very, very serious, very, very disgusting. And it is what it is. Life does go on. Like, just be more careful because, like I said, nobody's gonna be checking for you, worried about you. And just because a dude, you want to see if he's talking about what he's reasoning you about, and half these dudes be cap, and he is a Capricorn. Half these dudes be cap. It just is what it is. Like they say anything sometimes.